that discipline and see it through. All right, question number 1. What are some practical steps that I can take to introduce discipline into my everyday routine? All right, the key when it comes to discipline, 1, you have to know what it is that you're trying to achieve and why you want to achieve it. Once you know what you're trying to do and why you're trying to achieve it, then we're going to put rules in place. So when you have rules and you know these are the things I do, these are the things I don't do, they are bright lines in your life, we can start to create some routines and habits that are going to take us where we want to go. So I'll give you some rules in my life, especially at it's the night before and the morning of, so that every day is set off for success. So rule number 1, I go to bed at 9 p.m. like it's a religion. So that way I'm going to get as much sleep as I need. I almost never wake up to an alarm because I just want to make sure that I get plenty of sleep. So rule number 1, bright line, go to bed at 9. Rule number 2, I'm out of bed in 10 minutes or less. So from the moment I realize I'm awake, I'm getting out of bed in 10 minutes or less. Now, the reason I need that rule, even all these years later, because I first put that rule in my life in my early 20s, the reason that I put that in place is because I was laying in bed 4 to 5 hours a day, every day, and getting absolutely nothing done. And so I realized that if I didn't have that rule, if I didn't just have a mandate, a bright line, a non-negotiable that I got out of bed in 10 minutes or less, I was never going to get anything done. Now, you have to have that goal and that reason, otherwise you're not going to stick to your goal. And so a big part, or you're not going to stick to your rule. A big part of your discipline is knowing why you're doing all of this. So I had all these big dreams and quite frankly had shame because I was at that point engaged to my now wife, and I felt like I was letting her down, the family down, because I wasn't actually taking steps to make my dreams come true. So trust me when I say that if you don't build the desire, if you don't really want something that makes it worth having these rules, you're not going to stick with it. So out of bed in 10 minutes or less. Next thing is I set beside my bed my workout clothes. So it's not like a big debate whether or not I'm going to work out. I put my workout clothes on, I give my dog his medicine, long story, and then I go and work out. And it just makes it easy when the very thing there next to your bed are your workout clothes. The next thing I do is I make sure that I always have an important things list so that I don't have to think or wonder what should I be doing. I know exactly what I should be doing with the next 15 minutes of my life because I keep that list of important things that I would need to do in order to take meaningful steps towards my goal. And because I really want my goal, I've built all that desire, it becomes very easy for me to stick with it. So those are some really simple, practical steps that you can put in right now. Know what you want, build the desire to get there, put in rules,